I'm Giovanni, and welcome back to Salt and Pepper Pickleball, where we serve up that good old pickle and pasión. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Alright friends, so today we're diving into Zane Navratil's pickleball brand called ProXR. And we are specifically looking at the ProXR Signature Series 2. So I put in some serious court hours with this paddle. Let's see if this paddle is all hype or if it really delivered. So this paddle comes in with two variations. The Signature Series, which is their elongated, which is this one. And then they have their Sweet Spot Max series, which offers a short-handled wide body shape. And with both series come in a 16 or a 13 millimeter version. So the stock weight on this came in at 7.8 ounces, which is pretty light. So it was begging for some weight, which I gave it. I bumped this bad boy up to 8.8 ounces. And what I did was I took Pickleball Effects 1/2 inch per gram tungsten tape, and I started here at the base of the throat, went all the way around the face until I met it on the other side. And along with that, in order to keep the tungsten down, just in case, I wrapped it with some electrical tape, which added a little bit of weight as well. And then I replaced the grip that comes on the paddle with the Ethos right-handed undergrip. I wrapped it with one of my favorite overgrips from Goat Pickleball. The circumference on this is going to be 4 inches around, which means it's going to come in pretty narrow. The paddle face on this is going to be your T700 raw carbon fiber face with a thermal formed edge guard for more consistency and a little boost in power. First off, look wise, the ProXR keeps it clean. The design is modern, sleek, nothing too flashy, but it definitely gives off a serious player vibe. So this paddle actually comes in 7 different colors. So you really get to pick your favorite color when it comes to this paddle. But if you like green, I'm really sorry. In hand at 16 millimeters, it's got that nice solid thickness, but instantly screams control. When you grip it, it feels substantial without being clunky, like it's ready to do some work with you, not against you. But this paddle's handle is actually pretty square, which if I'm correct, they actually fixed that in the newer models to where it's not as square as this paddle is. Because it did take me a little bit to actually find that sweet spot in my hand to be able to really hold it comfortably and do my tui and for my forehand. But also with the Ethos undergrip has made it feel a lot more comfortable as well. Like the edges aren't so sharp against the insides of my hand. And it feels actually really nice. So thank you, Ethos. This was a really good undergrip. So where this paddle really shines for me is definitely going to be in the control game. Dinks, resets, drops, buttery smooth. The 16 millimeter thickness absorbs pace like crazy and gives you that extra split second to really place your ball. If you're someone who loves to work the kitchen line, this paddle makes you feel like you really got a cheat code. Now, does it have power? Absolutely. It's not raw cannon-like power, but because it's a thermoform paddle, it does give you some consistent pop on your drives at the kitchen line. It really delivers enough punch to keep your opponents very honest. But you do have to be careful because this has the type of power that you will need to practice with. Because if not, then you'll have the occasional ball blast to the back of the fence when you're using sloppy technique. The spin potential is solid as well. Not the grittiest face in the world, but enough to shape your shots and keep the serves dipping. The sweet spot for me is actually one of the smallest I have ever played with. Not like the tiny bullseye on a dartboard, but it's not as forgiving as most. Miss hits aren't brutal though, so you won't have to feel like the paddle is punishing you if you're a little off center. That makes it friendly for intermediate players who are still dialing in their consistency, while advanced players will love how predictable it feels. So this paddle on the ProXR website is listed at $150. But if you're a deal searcher like I am, then you can find this paddle on paddleswap.com for what I have seen from anywhere between 90 to 120 bucks brand new. And if you've never been to Paddle Swap, you got to check it out. It's the eBay for pickleball paddles, and you can find all the brands on there, new or secondhand. So now, who's this paddle for? I'd say that this paddle is going to be for that player that values control first, but still wants a pickleball paddle that has enough power in the tank to finish off the point. If you're a kitchen warrior who loves long rallies, this paddle is gonna feel like home. If you're all about that raw power, you might wanna look at something a little bit more aggressive. But as an all-arounder, the Signature Series hits a sweet balance. So bottom line, the ProXR Signature Series is like that reliable friend you always want on your doubles team. They're gonna be steady, trustworthy, and quietly effective. It won't scream for attention, but it's definitely gonna help you win some games. So that begs the question, would you pick a control power over a power paddle for your next paddle? Or are you a straight up power player first? So drop a comment and let me know. And as always, guys, keep dinking, keep laughing, and keep playing pickle with pasión.